Hi, and welcome to Genos Picks at the Palatial Visconti Estate. Yeah, week 17. We're just getting this in under the wire. We had a little hiccup last week. We went 2-3. We're 33 and 42 on the year. Okay, that's 44%. Not great, but we still have time to turn this back around. I'll tell you something, too. We won our first two picks last week, so our streak was at 15 and 2 at one point for 88%. Incredible. And yes, I did that just so we could put that up there. Is that 6? That is... I know, you just want to see the cat. There's a dead Bronson in the background, too. Anyway, Daddy's 50 today. It's been a crazy week, so let's just get to these 4 picks. All right? Boom. My first pick, the Jets are getting 13.5 from the Patriots in New England. Yes, the Patriots just need to win this game to once again do what they've been doing every year in Week 18, sitting, watching, and resting. And believe me, Tom Brady needs the rest, as the 41-year-old Brady, who recently reiterated that he wants to play several more years and the reigning MVP in the league, well, let me tell you, he could use a couple more years because you don't want to end on this season. He's been terrible. Case in point, last week Brady completed just 13 of 24 passes for 26 yards, with a TD and 2 picks. I'm telling you, now he's thrown 6 TDs and 5 picks over the past 4 games, and that's got to be concerning to Belichick. But here's the thing. They will go a perfect 8-0 this season. They'll beat the Jets, and I'll tell you this, but there's no way Todd Bowles will wave the white flag in that game. In his final game as a head coach for the Jets, he'll keep it close. And by the way, even if he did wave the white flag, it would be the 5th whitest thing on the field behind the Patriots' entire offense. Take the Jets and the 13.5 you're getting. My next pick, the Bills are laying 5.5 to the Fins in Buffalo. Look, one team has a quarterback of the future in this game in Josh Allen, and the other has a quarterback with no future in Ryan Tannehill. Look for Tannehill to go down swinging what will be his last game as a starter for the Fins, because they will be drafting a quarterback in April. Not to mention, it's expected to be a balmy 33 degrees in Buffalo with just a 4% chance of snow. I looked that up on the interwebs, which makes sense because it would have to be a cold day in hell for Tannehill to ever play like a starter again. He won't. The Bills Mafia kills him, and watch me really sell this pick. Take the Bills and the 5.5. Their glasses. Oh, they're so bloodshot. What? My next pick, the Bears are getting 5.5 in Minnesota. Yes, I went against Kirk Cousins last week, and it screwed me, but really, I got what I deserved. Because I bet against him when he was playing a terrible Lions team, who with the loss now sit at 5-10, okay? But you want to hear an even worse record? How about 4-24? And that would be Kirk Cousins' record against teams with a winning record. Well, now he gets to face a Bears team, who Matt Nagy says will be playing his starters deep into Sunday's game in Minnesota, which really means he'll be playing them until it's obvious that the Rams have beaten the Niners, and there's no chance for the for the Bears to move up in the thing. But here's the thing. The Rams will win, but the Bears will too. You know why? Because Kirk Cousins can't win big games. In fact, the only person I would be more surprised to actually see show up than Cousins in late December would be Santa Claus. And actually, that's not fair. Because unlike Kirk Cousins, there was a time when I actually believed in Santa. Take the Bears and the 5.5 you're getting. Which brings me to my 4th pick. There's no double your money Sunday night bet because you know that's a picks with 6. Okay, love this one. The Browns are getting 5.5 from the Ravens in Baltimore. Fun fact, people, the Browns aren't the Browns anymore. That would be the Bengals, who since starting 4-1 have dropped 8 of their last 10, including last week's 26-18 loss to Cleveland, who now, with the win, not only has won 3 straight, but 5 of their past 6. Trust me, Williams is getting that job. And those 5 wins, I just saw this, are more than the Browns had in their previous 850-plus days. The last time something was this hot in Cleveland in December, the Cuyahoga River was on fire. All right. Look, it only gets better this week when the first pick of the opening round faces the final pick of the opening round when Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson face off. Look, I've bashed Baker Mayfield much of the season, but when I've backed him, Daddy has been done right by Baker, which is why we'll again take the Browns this week when they travel to Baltimore. Not so much because of number 6 under center, but because of the 7 defenders that will be front and center facing Lamar Jackson, stuffing his run game and forcing him to pass. And if history has taught us anything, when a Jackson forces Bowles into young men, he usually pays for it. Take the Browns and the 5.5 you're getting. Those are Genos Week 17's limping home picks. Picks with 6 later.